Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on RJ's Trains. Today we're going to be looking at the very limited edition Lionel Entenmann's freight cars made for the Long Island Railroad Museum. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So the two freight cars that you see before you were, as I mentioned in the intro, produced by Lionel for the Long Island Railroad Museum in Riverhead, New York. The Long Island Railroad Museum in Riverhead has a special relationship with Lionel, and they actually have Lionel's original showroom display from their headquarters in New York City on display at their museum. And it's a fantastic layout. I'll link a video of it down in the description. I personally haven't been there yet, but it's certainly on the list of things that I need to do. But every year they partner with Lionel to produce a car in part of their fundraising efforts. One, just to keep the museum open, but currently the Long Island Railroad Museum is in a partnership with the Strasburg Railroad Museum to restore a Long Island Railroad number 39, a G5 locomotive, a steam locomotive, to a fully operational state where it will work on the Strasburg Railroad. And part of the partnership is that the Railroad Museum here on Long Island needs to raise $1 million, and Strasburg will cover the rest of the costs of restoring it. And it's been nearly 10 years since they first came to our partnership, and the Long Island Railroad Museum still isn't at their goal. And so these freight cars help just a little bit to get the Long Island Railroad Museum to their goal. So I'm sure that a lot of you here on the East Coast know what Entenmann's is. I'm not sure if Entenmann's is out on the West Coast, but Entenmann's is a bakery type food that you get at the grocery store. They have like Little Bites muffins, which I feel like should be a nationwide product. But they also have crumb cakes, donuts, the whole 9 yards. And for the longest time, they were actually based on Long Island. Their factory was in Bay Shore, New York, which is just a short drive from where I live. Today it's produced in Pennsylvania, but the Entenmann's factory here on Long Island was a real pride for Long Islanders. And still to this day, when people are at the grocery store, they typically reach for Entenmann's because they know it has that Long Island connection. And because of that, the Railroad Museum and Lionel partnered to produce a whole series of Entenmann's cars. There are just 2 of them here, but I believe there are 5 in total, and one day I'd like to have the whole train because it's not only a piece of model railroading history, but it's also a piece of Long Island Railroad history and Long Island history, which I like to portray on my layout. And these cars are very rare. If you search for them for eBay, you'll find 1 or 2 listed at a time, usually for a steep price. So when these clubs produce their club cars, pounce on them, because if you find them later on, they're going to be at exorbitant prices that you're not going to want to pay. But let's take these out of the box and see what they look like. These have never been taken out of the box before. Let's take a look. So first up, we'll take a look at this hopper car. Get this out of its packaging. And they have these nice white boxes with the Entenmann's branding on it, which kind of makes it look like an Entenmann's box, which I think that's it's pretty cool that Lionel did this. Oops, there's the silicone package. And here's the hopper. Really nice hopper. Of course, to 027 proportions. It has the nice Entenmann's logo, along with the pictures of donuts. It says Long Island down here, Bay Shore, New York, Entenmann's road name, and then down here it says built by Lionel in September of 2014, and then the Long Island Railroad Museum down there. And the hatches do open on the top, which is pretty cool. That's neat. I don't have any hoppers that do that. Not even my Premier ones do that. And then just molded in detail everywhere. You have metal trucks, a separately applied brake wheel, some separately applied steps down here. That's a really neat car. Really like this one. Put this on the tracks. And so next up we have this gondola car with some boxes on the inside. So let's take this one out of this packaging. And here's the gondola. If you've ever seen like the runaround gondolas where like they have the figures run around, it's the same as that with these boxes, except you don't have the figures actually running around. Once again, you have metal trucks, that Knights, Entenmann's logo, Long Island. This was built for 2016. Separately applied brake wheel, and then the different boxes say cookies, little bites, donuts, coffee cake, and danishes. Once again, Long Island, and some nice detailing here. Corner, it says, when empty, return to Bayshore, New York. And then here's a look at the other side. Really nice car. So let me put these boxes away, and let's run these around the layout for a little bit behind some of my Long Island Railroad equipment.